Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to the video. So in this video, I'm going to be going about 5 stocks I'm watching and looking to trade this upcoming week and month, with a big focus of mine being right now on the crypto sector, which does look to be getting hot right now. And a quick reminder, of course, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just going through what I'm personally doing in the market right now. So without further ado, let's take a look at last week's picks, how those performed, and then we'll get into the stocks I'm looking at this coming week. Alright, let's get into it. So first off, last week we talked about DOYU stock, ticker symbol DOYU. This stock was down another about 10% this past week. I have very high conviction in this play. Essentially, it's trading with a market cap at $1.15 billion, while it's holding cash at $1.12 billion and essentially no debt. So essentially, the company is being valued at about $30 million, which is less than the profit they're expected to have next year. So overall, I'm just adding more and more of these dips. Once all this China fear relaxes, in my opinion, that's where we're going to get the breakout on this stock and see that big reversal. I'm still personally looking for $5 plus. Next up, we talk about Jupiter Wellness, ticker symbol JUPW. Talked about this one as a higher risk reversal play with a tight stop loss under 1.9. So this past week, I did get stopped out of this trade with about a 4% loss. I'm waiting for a re-entry when and if it does reclaim over 1.9 for that future breakout over 2.15. But as of right now, I am out of this trade with that stop loss getting hit last week. And then finally, we talked about Carnival Cruise, ticker symbol CCL, a longer term play that I'm looking to be averaging in on dips. I added a little bit in the beginning of the week. It did bounce back at the end of the week. So I'm personally waiting to add more if it does dip more, but not forcing and not chasing on these green days. Alright, so now taking a look at some new trades that I'm looking at this coming week. First off, I'm looking very closely at the crypto sector right now. It is getting hot with Bitcoin and Ethereum breaking out. A lot of these crypto stocks right now are getting hot and starting to run. My personal strategy is not to chase plays that have already broke out and ran a lot. I like getting in before the breakout happens so you get that full upside without getting as much risk. For example, in the sector right now, Bit Digital, ticker symbol BTBT. This has been the big runner on the crypto sector recently, running from a recent low at $4 per share, and as of right now sitting above $17 per share. Perfect example of a trade that I would not be wanting to chase. I like to get in these plays once again before the breakout happens. So the first stock that I'm liking a lot in this sector right now is Cleanspark, ticker symbol CLSK. So this stock is currently trading for about $13.70. It hit a past high at $43 per share. Since then, it is down close to 70% from highs and is setting up for a big breakout and reversal in my personal opinion. So taking a look at the technical setup on this one, we can see that it's been in this downtrend and forming this descending triangle ever since that it hit those past highs. On Friday, we potentially saw the start of the breakout move and has a ton of upside when this full breakout does happen. So if this break of the downtrend does hold, the target levels and resistance levels on the stock if the reversal and breakout does happen, first up 14.2, 15.0 and then 16.0. Those have been the recent key resistance and support levels, and what would be the target that I'm looking for on this reversal. Alright, so now getting into a couple of the fundamentals on this company. We can see that it has a market cap at $460 million, so it is a smaller cap company. It has a great balance sheet of $158 million in cash and less than $2 million in debt. And they have a couple of different business segments, but a large part of their business is Bitcoin mining. So recently they put out a press release as well where they recently topped 6 Bitcoin per day. They ordered another 1,670 units of these Bitcoin miners, and once those come in late August, they're expected to be producing 9.3 Bitcoin per day, and this would result in an annual revenue rate, once this does happen, of $136 million in revenue per year. And if we take a look at the company's valuation and everything, this is looking like a steal valuation for where it's trading at right now. The company was trading over $20 per share for a long time while they're producing just 2 Bitcoin per day. Now they're expected to be producing 9 Bitcoin per day and trading below $15 per share. That should tell you enough right there. It has not made its move back up yet with the sector getting hot. This one is due for a big move. In my opinion, if the Bitcoin sector does stay hot, we see that $15 level very soon. And on this trade, I have a stop loss under $12.40, which has acted as that recent support level in the bottom of the descending triangle. So it would have more downside if it drops below 12.4. So that is where I'd be having my stop loss on this trade. Okay, so getting into the next stock that I'm watching in the crypto space. This is Douyu Holdings, ticker symbol LGHL. It is another one of these smaller cap companies, and it is more of a sympathy to Bitcoin. It is not a Bitcoin miner. They do operate a crypto brokerage, and they also do have an NFT side of the business as announced recently. but this is one that ran up in a big way early 2021 when crypto was at its peak, and there is going to be potential for a breakout move like we saw then. And this is just a short-term trade setup. I would not want to be in this stock any longer than a couple weeks. But taking a look at the technical setup, and it is sitting at that key support level at $2 per share, and is also setting up in a short-term descending triangle. If it does break out of this descending triangle, it does have upside to that $2.5 to $3 level, which is what I would be targeting on this trade with a tight stop loss if it drops below that $2 per share. So really risking only about 1% or so on this trade. But I do like the risk reward setup a lot. If this does see sympathy off the Bitcoin run, it can see a big move to the upside like we saw in early 2021. And getting into one more small cap crypto company that I like the technical setup a lot on, this is Bigg Digital Assets, ticker symbol BBKCF. So taking a look at the chart on this one, this is setting up in an inverse head and shoulders pattern with key support at $1 per share and setting up for that potential breakout over $1.30, which is what I'd be looking for out of this trade. If it does make that move over $1.30, the next target zones would be $1.45 and then $1.70. Since this is just another small cap company, I'm only looking at this one as a short-term trade as well. Would not want to be in this trade longer than a couple weeks. Just looking to play this quick breakout, but this is one that we did see a huge run up as well in early 2021, hitting a high of $4 per share, and likely to see this breakout move if Bitcoin in the sector does stay hot. And this is not a Bitcoin mining company either. This company owns, operates, and invests in crypto businesses and have a ton of different aspects to their business. Of course, I'm not going to be going through all of those just because just looking at this one as a short-term technical setup play and trying to throw a bunch of different ideas out in this video. But what matters is the stock is going to be moving with the crypto sector, which is what we're looking for out of these short-term trades. And finally, get into one large cap crypto company, Coinbase, ticker symbol COIN. Of course, we know what Coinbase is, one of the largest crypto brokerages in the world, and this chart is setting up for a breakout. If it does break and hold above $260 per share, that is when it's going to see the big breakout move. Targets on this breakout, if it does play out: first target $280, second target $300 per share. And one potential risk to be aware of is that they do report earnings on August 10th, which is Tuesday. I personally do not like to hold short-term trades through these earnings report because it can be a gamble. So that's one risk to be aware of. This is one that I'm personally watching for as a pre or post earnings play. I would not want to be holding Tuesday after hours just because these stocks can make a large move up or make a large move down depending on results, and that just kind of turns into gambling. I like to control what I can control, so I want to be in this trade either before Tuesday and get out by Tuesday afternoon, or I want to be in this trade after earnings happens, so entering after earnings comes out to play how that technical setup is going to play out. And if it does get rejected at 260, some support levels to watch is 250 and then 240. Should be acting as those key support levels, but over 260 you can see a big breakout move and full reversal. And of course, we do know that this stock IPO'd over $400, has been heavily beat down, and it does look like a full reversal is in the works here. Okay, so those are the main plays that I'm personally looking for in the crypto sector. Quick recap. First up, Cleanspark, ticker symbol CLSK. Stop loss level below 12.4. Overall target $15 plus. Lion Group Holding, ticker symbol LGHL. Stop loss below 2. Target level 2.5 to 3. If it can get going, just trying to get into that one before the breakout happens. Bigg Digital Assets, ticker symbol BBKCF. Stop loss below 1.0. Target levels 1.45 and then 1.7. And then Coinbase, looking for a confirmed breakout over 260 for a move to 280 to 300. And if it does get rejected at that 260 level, places to add 250 and 240. That's what I'm personally watching for. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If it did provide some value to you, make sure to hit that like and subscribe buttons. It does help out a ton, and I would greatly appreciate that. If you are interested in joining the private Discord chat, the link is down below. Each time I buy and sell a stock, I alert the group, I answer any questions you have, send out nightly watch lists, and you have full access to my short-term and long-term portfolios. So that's the first link down in the description if you are interested. And good luck to everybody this trading week. Make sure to trade smart, and let's get rich.